Hello, if you notice, in this particular game, my opponent actually had Napoleon with shock troops, so they have double a 6, so that's 12. But I've been able to even have military superiority and be ahead. I'm going to attempt a sabotage now to see what they can do to stop this, if anything. If they can't stop it, that would be really nice, because then I get to kill their first spaceflight. But I'm down with all those cards that they don't have some sort of a additional units to sack or card to play to stop it. I'm done. He's going to use a card, and then I'm not able to destroy anything. Wow, he had to sack units. That's even better, because that means next turn he has to waste time rebuilding that unit. That's great. Pushing around Napoleon like that. Love it. So, on my turn, since I want to win, I'm going to pick up the fast food chain, because that's really strong. And I have a lot of money. If you notice, I have 3 in irrigation and only 2 in iron, because on a previous turn I realized I just wasn't making enough dudes to keep piling on, so I needed to take a guy out of iron. And as you can see, I've never had a problem of even using all my iron. So but now it will be a problem, because if I want to complete this before the game is over. I don't think I need the military power of professional sports anymore. So I'm going to increase my population. And I'm put a dude back in iron. And then I'm going to complete part of my fast food chain. And now I'm going to pass the turn, because I don't have enough dudes to make another military action. Oh, a person is trying to colonize a new territory. Pretty good that this came up, and they're already down due to sacrifice. So let's see what I got. With navigation, that's +3. With my colonization, that's another +3. So that's 6, 6, and then I just throw in out 7, 8. I throw in an 8, and he can't even contest, right? So 3, 6, 7, 8. And so I plus 8, and I get more science and more dudes. He's going to pass, and all I have to do is kill 1 swordsman, which I can easily replace. So easy to replace it. That's right. Use your defense cards. So I have to sacrifice 1 swordsman and a defense card. And now that makes it even easier for me, because now I can get out guys even cheaper. One of the brilliant things that I did do previously that you didn't get to see was I ended up grabbing the tanks, knowing full well I wasn't going to play it, because they had shock troops. And that alone made me decide that I needed tanks, because they had a lot of resources tied up in prohibiting me from doing from having a unique build. So I was like, okay, I'll grab tanks, because if they're going to have 3 cavalrymen, I don't want them to have 3 tanks. Even though it just never really made sense for me myself to build it. Now I'm debating if I want to build it, because I know I have to rebuild a swordsman at the very least to get my classical army bonus back. And then the question is, since he's actually stronger than me now, I can't necessarily fight him that easily. Each civilization gets 4 culture fruits of its level 3 technologies. I have 1. That's it. He has 0. I don't know if it's worth it. I think I'll just simply do nothing. Let's discard 1 military card. I mean, I guess I will discard my own shock troops. It doesn't really matter. Discard selected. Alright, so now I know I have to right, I can't increase my population. 20 produces magical equal to its level, however each produces 1 less science. Alright, since this is the end of the game, he's giving me more culture, that's good. I need a dude right now to give it 1 classical army. I'll build there, and so now I'm stronger than him again. I have the science to bring out tanks. 1, 2. I just feel like right now I'm so far ahead, I just need to protect against a potential military victory through some sort of weird comeback. I mean, I'm ahead 97, I'm ahead on culture, so I just don't want to be behind. And now I pass the turn. I mean, I have 1 civil action left. I guess I'll grab down for the arts just for the free culture. I was about to pass because I figured there was nothing else useful. If I get 1 more turn, you better believe I'm going to just throw an arm invention. Oh, I guess he conceded. Alright, it is now official. I have broken the 100 ELO with 121. Kabamo. This is the final situation. I'm generating 11 culture to his 4. I'm only generating 2 science, but that was actually okay. If you had watched the early stages of the game, I had Leonardo da Vinci, and I took a couple of breakthroughs, so I had a lot of science early, so I didn't actually need it. In fact, if you notice, I have constitutional monarchy here. I was able to transition into it peacefully because I had plenty of science in the early game. Yeah. So I guess 1 mistake I made was doing this whole nonsense. I should have realized that it was the last turn when it says last turn 0, so he was going to go last because I had went first. If I had realized that, I would have just simply built this and scored even more points, so that was a mistake. Yeah, so let's see what my thing, oh, it even shows here. I've currently, well, let's actually, I think it's easier going to see my profile and looking at games. So my Through the Ages, 121, I've played 9 games with 5 victories and a 61% win rate. I did play a game earlier today, which I had lost. And the reason for my losing in that was I made just a really big miscalculation, and I didn't realize that an ancient era age, if you don't build it by age, the time age 2 starts, it vanishes, and I just because I was just doing other things and I was winning in every metric. I was winning in science, I was winning in culture, and then that happened and it just threw me off. But I mean, you know, I'll take a 61% win rate in any game and, you know, look at that as a positive. So yeah, that's the end of this video.